I knew I had a problem because the boat was upside down. And when it came up again, which it did fairly quickly, it was a shambles. There was water over the floorboards, except the floorboards weren't there. Food all over the place, clothes all over the place.
Friday morning at 1 a.m. I was in bed and the phone rang to say that an emergency beacon had gone off in the middle of the Atlantic at 32 degrees west, which is right in the middle, probably closer to the Azores than it is to Canada. I went into work to take a look at the weather and saw that there was a huge storm right over the location of where he was. I called the meteorological office to figure out how bad the storm was. They said it's pretty bad. I took on as much fuel as I could and I headed out there.
I heard this drone of an aircraft, and that's where my friend here turned up. And that was a huge relief. And actually I was so relieved I couldn't even speak on the radio to start off with.
We tried to drop him some radios because he was scared that the batteries in his radio were going to run out. Unfortunately, because the winds were so incredibly strong, the messages we were dropping weren't actually even going down. They tended to just go sideways and actually blew right over his vessel. However, we were able to stay on scene for about an hour and a half just to make sure he was okay. We were able to relay the information back to the Rescue Coordination Center, and they passed that information along to a Portuguese aircraft that came to take over just as we were about to leave.
Another C-130 turned up, and he said, right, there's the merchant ship that had been there the night before, and then there's the Queen Mary 2 coming up. And I said to the pilot, if I get any choice here, I think I'd go for the Queen Mary, if that's all right.
You could see his mast, and that's how you could identify it. The mast would go like this. It would disappear under the water, and then it would flop back in. It was exciting. Matter of fact, he was so close you could almost just reach out and touch him, and we were filming it with our phones. Everybody was.
Came alongside the ship and then hauled up 10 decks. Yeah. And there I was, lap of luxury.